back with more Dirty Laundry. Today our guests are Mudhoney. Yes. You guys have been going at it for about 4 decades now. Have you ever had...
I've actually been going at it for a little over 5.
Little over 5.
I'm still on my 4th.
Right on. Did you ever have any thought of breaking up?
No, Steve and I have been together since like '83, and we've been.
We had like a 2 or 3 month separation in '85, but we won't talk about that right now.
No.
It was painful.
It was painful?
That was rough.
It was rough.
You don't want to talk about it?
Oh, I'll talk about it. He left Green River.
Why did you leave Green River?
Because I didn't particularly like playing the music. And then 2 months later or so, he joined the Thrown Ups, which I had just joined as well. So that was the only time we have not been in at least one band together.
Your band, Mudhoney, took off after playing a show in Berlin. Do you remember that gig?
Yeah. I remember it mostly because there's video footage of it.
Yeah, it helps us remember it because we can watch it. We go, oh, I remember doing that, kind of.
That's weird. I humped a monitor.
How did you guys get connected with Sub Pop?
Oh, we knew the people who started Sub Pop before there was a Sub Pop.
Oh, how so?
We all lived in Seattle.
Is that true?
It was a small scene then. Bruce Pavitt had a column in the magazine, the local music magazine at the time, and he went to lots of shows. He worked with Mark at not Muzak, what was it called? I thought that was actually called something else for a while.
What was Muzak?
Yeah, Muzak, you've never heard the term Muzak? It's like elevator music.
Yeah.
Yeah, that kind of stuff. We sent out cartridges of elevator music to restaurants and stores and I guess elevators.
Yeah.
It's one of the deeply ironic things about the Sub Pop scene. A lot of the main movers and shakers in the music scene worked at Muzak.
What do you guys do for a living when you're not doing Mudhoney?
I work in the warehouse at Sub Pop.
Cool.
I sell records online on eBay and Discogs.com. Used
Nice.
records. I'm a record hawker.
Really?
That's why I listen to things like all 4 sides of the first 2 Chicago Times and Authority records.
Oh, that's pretty cool. I want to do that when I grow up.
Guy, our bass player, is a registered nurse, which is why we are so fit and healthy at the advanced ages that we are.
Oh, yeah. Not bad.
He advises us and treats us for our aches and pains and ailments. And Dan, our drummer, is a stay-at-home dad with 3 kids, and he also sells some records on eBay lately.
Cool.
It's coming up. It's coming up in
The first time you guys heard Nirvana, did you know that they were going to be huge?
First time I saw them, they really sucked.
Really?
Yeah, they had a really crappy drummer. Some guy, I think maybe that song Mr. Mustache might be about him because he had a mustache. And it was just kind of like, They'd recorded with Dale Crover before that show, but he didn't stay with them. And but as soon as they got Chad Channing, they got good really, really quickly.
Yeah.
But we didn't know that they would be as big as they were going to be.
You didn't know that Sir Paul McCartney would be replacing Kurt as their frontman?
Well, at one point I remember what I said a lot in interviews and stuff was that in a perfect world, Nirvana would be number 1. That was right after Bleach came out because they had that one song about a girl on there that was such a perfect freaking pop song. I was like, this is so great. If the world was perfect, they'd be number 1. They went to number 1. The world was not perfect.
Oh, man.
But it took a different record, so maybe that's the flaw in the whole...
Yeah.
So, we knew they were great. The demos they did before Nevermind were amazing, too. I remember at the time. My ear for the pop hits is not very strong. Because when I first heard Teenage, what Smells Like Teen Spirit, I thought, why did they pick this one?
What is the difference between a 1980s Mudhoney show and one that's going to happen tonight at the Echo, for example?
Tonight at the Echo, there will be at least one grandma that we know of.
We're collecting the grandmas now at shows, which is awesome.
Love it.
Yeah.
Gilfs.
We don't fall over as much. We try not to. It hurts now. I don't know. We just play the music. We try to rock out, midlife crisis style. I don't know.
Love it.
I got nothing to add.
Mark's backbends are not quite as epic as they once were, but he can still hit them sometimes.
Go ahead, I got you. I'm gonna spot you.
I gotta be moved, man.
Do you have any advice for the young up and comers?
My only advice would be just keep the music as an end to itself, and instead of like a goal to get something.
Yeah.
And mine would be to play with your friends.
It's
not a business prospect. It's something fun. Do it with your friends. If it works out, awesome. But you'll have more fun that way than auditioning people and treating it as a business thing. That's our advice.
Mama said,